So what's up YouTube, welcome to another video from my channel. I'm Ankit Banerjee and you're watching It's Your Walkaround Ankit. Now today, finally, I am at Universal TVS at Lake Gardens and I'm here in order to shoot my ride and detailed walk-around video upon the Raider 125. So this is a very big demand that you had and finally I have it with you. So the Raider 125 is such a beautiful 125cc motorcycle that TVS has launched into the current market, and finally I'm going to ride it, and let's join you in the walk around and then the ride video. So without further ado, let's hit the video. So guys, finally this is the Raider 125 in front of you. This has been a long time that this motorcycle has been launched, but I couldn't cover it in my channel. But finally it's here in this red lorry. So this red color actually looks pretty nice. And coming to the headlamp directly, you can see this looks kind of it's like a housefly's face. So if you know housefly, so you have twin LED headlamp and you have another LED setup for your high beam, and this DRL is so much well integrated that you can see this part actually gets integrated with the handlebar. So it's a pretty nice touch. You have a very big TVS logo underneath. You have this R logo and you have this indicators here, and you have a short fly screen, I would say. And coming to the front forks, they are kind of skinny for a 125. It's all right. And the front tire that you can see here is of 80 by 100 R17, and this is a alloy, of course. You have this mudguard with a red accent, and while you move to the side you can see the tank shrouds. Now this is a very muscular motorcycle to look at in front. Pictures might not do justice to it, but this is pretty big, pretty huge, and this comes out a lot. And you have this galloping horse logo of TVS, and underneath you have this silver accent with this TVS Intelligo technology. Now if you want to know about Intelligo technology, so if you are in a stop go traffic and while you leave the clutch, the bike automatically shuts off, and while you press the clutch, the bike again roars up to life, and that is done in order to compensate for the engine kill switch as well as to increase the mileage. So here you have the engine of it. So it is a 124.8cc 3-valve engine, and it produces about 12.4 bhp of power and 11.2 newton meters of torque. You have some subtle graphics here, and there you have the cat con, and there you have the belly pan. I wish this could have been designed much better, in a much better way, or some graphics could have been added, but that's all right. And then you have this Raider badging here on the side panel, and each and every plastic quality is damn good on this one. And you can see the rear end where it goes kind of unusual, but I won't say it's looking bad. It's just out of proportion, that I would say. So you have this gray accent under the seat, and you have this tail lamp. So let me switch it on first. The rear LED tail lamp looks like this, and you have the rear tail tidy, and the tires that you see here is a 100 section rear tire, and that actually aids in a very good stability and as well as a very good balance. And you have this very bold and big box section swing arm. Now this is a drum variant, and you also have a disc variant of it. And here you have the exhaust, and the exhaust note is really nice if you consider this 125cc motorcycle. Now coming to this side, you have the mandatory sari guard, the open chain system, then you have these foot pegs, and you have a 5-speed gearbox here. And this tank, I would say, is sculpted so much beautifully that you can grip it while you accelerate, and that's a very beautiful thing. And the seat is also very much cushiony and very much soft. You can have a long journey on it and you won't get a pain in your back. And the pillion seat is also very accommodating, very nice. You have this grab rail which comes up to here, So that's a very good thing. Another cool feature that complements its practicality is very unique, I would say. It is a very small feature that is here. So you need to plug on the key here and you can release the seat. While you release the seat, you have a pretty large under seat space here, so you can store your papers and stuff, small stuff. So this is pretty deep, I would say. It's nothing small to be considered, and that's it. That's a small handy feature. Now this is the dash of the motorcycle, and speaking about the switch gear, you have this pass light, then you have the upper dipper, then this is the indicator, and this is the horn, and here you have the power and eco mode transition switch. This could have been the kill switch. I would love that instead of having this. And there you have the silent starter, which is also very premium, and the switch gear quality is really premium. Moreover, the overall build quality of TVS this time is really shockingly premium for this one. Now you have the speedometer, so there is a colored display, as you can see, and it looks so much gorgeous. You have all the digital lights all around, and here you have the tachometer, and this is the gear position indicator. Can you believe it? And here you have the time, the speedometer, then you have the fuel indicator, there you have the mode, power mode and eco mode, of course, and there you have the trip A. Then you can switch between trip B, and you also have a range indicator, and this is the average fuel economy, and back to trip A. And here you have the odometer that is lighted up constantly, and here you have the side stand indicator. And another sweet touch I need to show you. So here is a helmet. This is a helmet reminder, so that's a very unique touch for this one. And moreover, this is the Raider for a short walk around. Hope you liked it, and you can see another color in my ride review of it. So ride review is just attached after this one, so please watch till the end of this ride video. And did I miss something? Yeah, disc brake at the front, disc brake at the rear, and you can opt for the drum brake for the lower variant. And TVS has again said they are actually working upon a better variant in terms of technology, so you can have a packed up speedometer again, so that's a very good thing. So let's hear the exhaust note of the Raider 125. So I'm going to ride the Raider 125. So let's see. Okay, so the exhaust note looks great. I mean, sounds great. And there's a tad bit of rain. Okay. There's a tad bit of power lag. The dynamics is pretty spot on, I would say, for a 125. You sit really comfortably, slightly lean forward, and that's good because it's meant to be a sporty commuter. Oh man, it's really lovely to corner for a 125, of course. Nothing that you can put your knees down or something like that. Over here, returning it at 9,000, so you have got a lot of get go at it. So 125cc with so much punch is pretty nice. The throttle is kind of choppy, I would say, and moreover, a good thing is that it has a wider tire, so you can kind of lean forward, so it's really nice. Okay, braking is really nice. Braking is pretty good, not bad. And let's check the suspension quality once. Okay, the suspension is very numb, yeah. The suspension is pretty nice, I would say, and you don't feel the bump as much, and that's what you need as a commuter. And this is predominantly that. And you have two modes, the power and the eco mode, and there is kind of a odd placement for the indicator button, I would say. You have this space, the turning radius is also pretty nice. And let's accelerate again. So let's do it from the first gear. 36 on the sweet spot, 48. See, the dynamics is really nice, man. Oh man, that's lovely, that's lovely. And the bike actually looks pretty big, I would say, because the tank is kind of narrow, it's quite chiseled, yet it looks muscular. And look how much easier it is to corner. And moreover, I have seen several videos that it also returns a decent mileage. And this is my ride in the power mode. I'm riding in the power mode. I will also test the eco mode. I deliberately rode it in the power mode at the very first hand because I believe eco mode is kind of much more tamed down. I really wanted to see the difference. That's why I'm riding in power mode at the very first. So the exhaust note is damn good on this one. Speedometer is something to die for this motorcycle. I mean, there is no other motorcycle as much beautiful in terms of speedometer as this one. Really easy to handle. You can see it's so much easy to flick around. Let's take another U-turn. Now let's shift it into eco mode. So let's see the power delivery. Very nominal. I wouldn't say it's a huge difference. Very nominal difference it is. But still the exhaust note for a 125cc is so much engaging that I'm really impressed of it. And let's check the brakes once. I don't have any traffic coming behind. So the front brakes could have done with more feedback. Let's check the rear brakes. So the rear brakes are also again kind of so-so. I won't say the braking is very good, but yeah, you can have a good braking feedback upon it. So have it. Let's have the corner. Oh man, so much easy to corner. And a slight rear will pop due to aggressive downshift. But yeah, बनता है यार. इस राइड ले रहे हो तो अच्छे से लो, वरना ना लो. That's my philosophy that works. And Raider, what a beautiful, you are really wicked, man. You can see the punch it has. And moreover, this is kind of at par with several 160cc motorcycle in terms of power. I'm feeling that, because as well as on spec sheet it is at 12.4 bhp, which is pretty nice, I would say, for a 125cc motorcycle. And the torque that it produces is 11.2 Newton meters, which is also really nice. It's very meaty, and I'm glad that TVS has come up with such a beautiful motorcycle, so much balanced, and you have this lovely riding posture that I can't ignore. I mean, you get integrated with this motorcycle so much well that I'm really impressed upon it. And the negative, not yet I have found any one thing negative that I would personally like is the engine kill switch. They could have incorporated that thing. Otherwise, there is no such negative that I am right now facing. Maybe in long-term ownership or something like that, you can find one. But for now, I am not facing anything as much negative as a deal breaker. So guys, that was my video upon the Raider 125. Hope you liked it. And speaking about the competition that it has right now in the market, it competes with the NS 125, the Pulsar 125 itself, the Shine SP or the Honda SP 125, and finally you have this one. And to be honest, this is the best that you can pick in terms of technology, in terms of mileage, as well as in terms of performance. So it is even more powerful than the NS, so that's a very good thing. And moreover, the looks is pretty fresh. You have a new LED headlamp, which also looks really nice and attractive. And coming to the price, so it is at 1,08,000 something on road. So 1,08,000 for this one gets a very big thumbs up from my side. You can obviously consider this one, and I've seen several videos where it is giving out about 55 to 60 kilometers per liter of mileage, and TVS is claiming 65 kilometers per liter of mileage. So in that sense, for a commuter, that is a very good number. And that's all. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. This is Ankit Banerjee signing off. Hope to see you in the next video soon.